All right, here we go with a little update of the garden. The banana tree made it into the garden this.
Patch.
Oh, and Patch is hiding under there.
He lost an eye and made
What is this one, hun? It's a flowering maple. Oh,
It's a
okay.
special one that they in Japan spent 25 years.
Yeah, but it grows really tall, about 10 feet tall, and then flowers in the fall.
Beautiful, beautiful flowers.
This is our third year for the Hoster Garden. Doing very well. We got all different colors. We put this little small one here so it doesn't block the hose, but it's flowering. It's coming. I forget what this one is. Here's some of the girls having some comfrey. And there's the rooster. So we had a big disappointment today. Well, this year. There were flowers all over the hardy kiwi. And what happened after they
Well, it was supposed to be a self-pollinating, but apparently it's not because not a single one of them are surviving.
so none of
Hardy
them went to
kiwi.
berries. It looks like this. It's
They're all
covered.
falling off.
They're all just falling off. Here's a row of comfrey. It's a nitrogen fixer. Pulls up
And fodder for the chickens.
for nutrients from the soil, and then we give it to the chickens.
And it's good for compost.
Here are
More dahlia.
dahlia and tick seed and the
Yarrow.
yarrow, which is blooming. Little white flowers like this.
Medicinal. And it stops blood. Stops you from bleeding.
What did you plant here, hon?
Well, we're having an unusual cold spell for an extended period, so I went ahead and planted global beets here, till in like 50 days, and Swiss chard here. And this one will get like in 35 days, we'll be getting Swiss chard really good.
And
This
then
is
here's the celery.
celery. This is 3 months old already.
So
It
what is
takes
that?
so long to grow, but it's really starting to take off now. Like this one, it's beautiful. It's going to be nice.
Apparently a slow grower.
Yes, it's a 5 month process.
This
And
is
the
a
potatoes.
yeah. We're gonna yeah. Those are all potatoes. Potatoes look like they're doing well. Like, geez, that big one in the middle is huge.
Yeah,
Some flowers.
I forget what they're called, but they're beautiful. And rosemary.
Rosemary, that little guy
This
back
the
there.
sage is blooming and it smells so good.
What is
And
this big thing?
this is oregano, Greek
Oregano.
oregano.
And
This is like I've had this for about 6 or 7 years. That's thyme, hyssop on both ends. There are sad little blueberry
that's a
bush.
sad little blueberry, but we got plenty of others.
My calendula is blooming. I should have picked that one today. And this is chamomile. I crowded them way too much. This I'm excited about. This is my California poppy.
California poppies. How tall? Those are going to be tall.
Um, kind of, sort of, kind of like a wildflower size.
What'd you put in the ring?
In the ring is baby bok choy. That's a 35-day thing. We can get super quick. It's so good. And this is lavender. Got 4 lavender plants, and this one actually lived over winter, which it's first for me. Broccoli. I cut the heads off, and now the little side shoots are starting. In each of these little elbows, we're going to get little baby side
Oh,
shoots.
so you've already harvested this.
The heads, yeah. And then
We got
there's my other
peas.
sad ones over there. They just, I think I over fertilized them. And peas, yeah. All this green growth on the peas.
So the peas are growing,
Yeah,
and so these little blueberries are doing rather well.
they're already starting to get blue.
Yeah.
That's super quick.
We got blueberries. So there's 1, 2, 3 blueberries here.
4.
Oh, the fourth one, but he's a sad one.
That's a dahlia.
Dahlia.
These are some pretty flowers. You could see the seed kind of washed down. I forget what they're called, but they'll
This,
get tall like daisies.
this bed's sleeping. Blackberries. The thornless blackberries are killing it. Look at this.
We're gonna get at least a couple of gallons of. It's one plant. That's one plant.
That's crazy. Let's get a view here. Look at this. Holy moly.
And then as they ripen, they'll be like 3 times larger than what they are here.
And
Be
we
like the size of our thumbs.
this one transplanted from last year, so we put this temporary fence up. But here is
Babies.
their regular home. The babies are here doing their thing. They'll be ready for next year. And what is it?
Nettle.
Oh, stinging nettle. We
The
got
one person in history that plants it on purpose.
we have the biggest bush of stinging nettle in history. Apparently, you can make rope out of it.
And it's excellent for nutrition.
Here's the asparagus.
With the little lemon balm.
So we had
That's
tons of.
self-planted.
We have tons. We had asparagus. We ate it. You see right here. So, but normally you pick them when they're at the ground, but now it's growing up for next year. They flop over, so we put the ropes around them. This
They
is
don't
a.
walk the walkway.
This is future asparagus. It just hasn't gotten there yet. Here's the apple tree. One of them.
Look at the apples.
Yeah, this is an apple. And that's an apple.
Behind it is a plum.
And behind it is a plum. And then
to
another
the left is a
plum. That's a plum.
And the elderberry behind it.
And then we have elderberries.
Oh, and then
3
mint.
elderberries.
Mint's going
Oh.
crazy.
Mint's doing very well. I guess we can walk around this way. Oops, sorry.
Plant mint out of it.
Yeah. Mint takes a while. You have to stay
Spearmint.
on it. Spearmint. Stay on it.
Maybe stage of ladybug.
Ladybug. Eating some aphids. Here we have cold hardy tomatoes. That's why there's so much. Moscovich tomatoes. That's why they're so much bigger than
Yeah, these
the
were
other
started
tomatoes.
in January.
How much longer do we get to make salads?
We've got our first ones.
Salads.
Oh, salads. Yeah, they're actually about to go to seed, so we need to pick some more, and we'll be filling those up soon. Chickens will be happy.
And we have a little.
Oh, yeah, there's the tomato.
We got a little tomato right there. Awesome. And yeah, there it is. Here's the nectarine tree. And here are the nectarines. This is our first year with this guy. Well, he lived on our deck for a while, but
Yeah.
we finally got him in the ground.
Peonies, look at them, they're so pretty.
Yeah, we'll get to that. So more potatoes.
Bush peony, that's what that one is over there in the corner.
Oh, bush peony.
The one that Japanese guy spent over here.
These are all potatoes. More potatoes. Then there's peppers, and now we're into the peppers.
Hot peppers.
Hot
sweet
peppers,
peppers.
jalapenos, sweet peppers, this peppers. Then more vining tomatoes.
6 different tomatoes.
6 different kinds
with
of tomatoes.
Herbs interplanted like
Tomatoes
thyme,
here.
rosemary, cilantro, parsley.
I'm noticing that we
dill.
have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tomato plants in here.
6.
6 tomato plants in here.
4 in here and 2 in here. They're
with some
co-sharing.
herbs in between. Last year, we had 5 on each side, and this was a jungle. You couldn't
It
even
was
pick
too
them.
much. It was too much.
Huckleberry blooming, honeysuckle blooming. We're going to get a rose on this arbor.
It's like
And
an old heritage rose, and they're white, and they bloom all summer.
looks to me like the cabbage is starting. So we got a few cabbage.
Oh, and the loofah.
Oh, and some loofah growing right there. That's going to share the trellis with the rose. And then we'll have to, work it
Oh,
out.
and a volunteer tomato.
Oh, we got a tomato in there.
Horseradish.
Horseradish does great. If anybody knows what to do with it, let me know. And roses on our neighbor's yard, which they're.
Over here is going to be sunflowers.
This is going to be a sunflower bed, and
Peonies.
the peonies have started blooming. Why are they hanging down, babe?
They always do that.
They always do. Okay, awesome. Over here we have some sage, Russian sage, and there's little flowers planted around it that are gonna grow. Here's the persimmons tree, which is right at the end of the blueberry patch. And a strawberry patch, which is producing strawberries. I had like 3 strawberries today. And
Lots of plants.
what's in this?
And this is. Oh my God, what a plant in here! I just did it today.
But we're gonna turn it into another strawberry patch. But whenever that happens.
I just planted some cool weather stuff in here. I forget what it's
Some cool weather crops.
I forget. Oh my God.
Is this the bok choy? No.
No, the bok choy is moving.
And what's this, honey?
Oh, this might be little white turnips. Yes, that's
Oh.
the little white turnips.
Little white turnips.
They're so good when you saute them.
What's this?
These are zucchini.
Mm-hmm. And here's a bed of zinnia. Great.
These leafy ones were transplanted today. I'm just going to see if they'll, because they self-seeded from last year over there.
So these are
broccoli.
great for hummingbirds and butterflies, and they come crazy.
Oh my God, it's a swarm of pollinators.
But it grows real tall, and then it hangs out into the
There's 3
walkways.
different sizes.
Yeah.
There's
So
81s, and then there's some like that, and then there's some like that.
well, the ones that are tall
Or in the middle.
hang out into the walkway. So we have these posts, and we're going to put some string around it to catch them. And we already talked about the yarrow. And boom. Here's the echinacea or cone flower, purple cone flower. And then here's the gardenia, which is beginning its little process. The jasmine's well on its way, and it smells delicious. So this grows up the house, and I have to go and cut it out of the gutters.
But if you notice, a bird's nest is always
Oh,
up there.
yeah, we always
Every
get a
year.
bird's nest. Oh, we didn't show you the bluebird box. Let me zoom in. But we already had,
They fledged the other day.
yep, they already fledged and did their things. There are 2 dogs. Remember, everything we just showed you was covered in woods when we bought the house. And this was our very first bed out in the front yard. Here's garlic. And
These will be ready in about a month.
waiting to figure out what to do with that. And our original blueberry bush.
This thing's about 12 years old.
It's 12 years old and, I don't know, 8 feet tall. But, look at that. They put in we were real nervous because they put in a new telephone pole, and the wires that hold the telephone pole go into our blueberry bush. But they were really, it worked out. Yep, they didn't do much. Sorry, honey. The roses out front,
Oh, they were.
they were
beautiful.
much more full. I think we got to go and deadhead them or do something. And
They're knockout roses, so they'll. Clematis and
not much here, just a little bit around the mailbox. But we got the clematis did well. I mean, they're kind of closing up now. We had too many hostas on the side bed, which was you could go through that gate, and so we put a couple out front. We just took the ball out of the ground, chopped it in half with a shovel, and planted them, and they're doing
3
awesome.
weeks later.
Yep. And full circle, we come through this gate and back to the